Well, hello, and thank you for stopping by Two-Handed Board Gaming. My name is David, and today is a first for me, and maybe a first for you, but I'm doing my first unboxing, and it just so happens that it is this really cool skirmish game called Zone Wars Mutant Year Zero. This showed up today in the mail, and I was sort of expecting it. I saw an email notification. But it has been a while since this was backed on Kickstarter, I believe in 2022. And it was supposed to deliver, I think, back in November. However, it is here now, and that's all that matters. This is like I said, this is a skirmish game, skirmish miniature game based on the Mutant Year Zero RPG by Free League, which, if you want to get into probably one of the coolest RPGs that sort of got me interested in all the sort of content and all the RPGs that Free League had, that was the first. So, well, without further ado, let's get into this really actually compact skirmish game. So not like large book sized. So a lot of content. Just based on here, we can see you get 10 miniatures, 83 playing cards, 105 tokens, 10 custom dice, a 36 by 36 game mat, plenty. And this is the cool thing: 3 full sheets of cardboard terrain. Actually, pretty interested in that. Measuring ruler and a rule book. So this is a sort of a perfect entry for anyone that's really interested in any sort of miniature gaming, but just wanting to get into it for the first time. So yeah, I'm anxious. All right, so I'm gonna stop talking. Let's get into this thing. All right, so here we go. Let me not cut my fingers off. All right, pulling the cellophane off here. So as I was saying, this is a skirmish game set in a post-apocalyptic world. There are mutant animals. There are ghoulish type creatures. There are, your stereotypical raiders. There's robots. There's, you name it. It's sort of represented in the different little factions that you'll see in here. So, well, okay. So, great looking cover, beautiful. Let's pop it open. See what we got. Okay. All right. Well, first things first, this looks like the game mat. That is okay. So it's a paper or a paper poster paper quality game mat. I do like this, and I apologize about the camera. We're working in a tight little area here, so this might not get unfolded all the way. And but at some later time going down the road, we will present the full game itself, maybe in a tutorial or just a sort of overview. But yeah, as you can see, and I want to see if it's double-sided. It might be double-sided. Give me a second. All right, so my apologies. I am gonna ramble a little bit because this is a first for me, and I am unfolding it. So I see there's sort of a road on one side and not a road on the other side. So it's sort of a road with a... Okay. All right, let me get back over here. So there's sort of a road in the middle on this one area. And then the opposite side, you have sort of a wasteland area with a lot of sort of green, sort of bushes and grass spread throughout. But very sort of dry, arid, and post-apocalyptic looking, I suppose, if that's something. All right, that's that. So that'll spread out to be, I think, 36 by 36, so 3 foot by. Is that correct? 3 foot by 3 foot. Yep. And this is silica gel. Okay, we don't need that. All right. Well, we have some tokens. And I want to see. Okay, so I'm not sure if these are supposed to represent some, feral critters or characters, and then just, different tokens, some representing maybe activation tokens. I don't know yet until I actually start to read the rules, so please Forgive my ignorance, but there you go. Very sort of a nice gloss finish, but not too glossy. I shouldn't say glossy, but sort of glossy matte finish. All right, this appears to be the cardboard terrain, which, if you can see this is really nice. Hey, it's the dude's rug. Okay, no, sorry. It really tied the room together. All right, okay. I digress. So your walls for your building, and this looks like it'll put together really nice. And I'm already liking this just because the fact, guess what? I don't have to paint any of this. So for folks that are into miniature gaming, the quality of this is, to me, this is sort of a open up the box and get it to the table really in little time, from what I can tell. You put this all together, you don't have to spend, a month or two painting up terrain. I really like this. Okay, I rambled on enough about that. Let's see. And it looks like another sort of identical sheet. No, I'm sorry, it's not identical. There's some similarities. There's little touches of writing or it's been tagged on the wall here with some graffiti. And there are different textures and weathered, like from the cement walls here. It looks like there's a rust coming off the sides of this conduit. So that's really cool. Okay, all right. So far, so good. And third sheet. So far, so yeah. So we have had 3 sheets of the little terrain, some trees, and then I don't know if we can see that. That is interesting. Okay, all right. There's another. Yeah, so you can put all these together and actually have a decent amount of terrain to fight with your skirmishers. So very cool. This is. I mean, it's pretty good quality. I like it so far. All right, more tokens, and then it looks like your range ruler or your measuring ruler for distances or how far your miniatures can move. Please, this is just, again, first unboxing, haven't read the rules, didn't pay, and also, forgive me as well, I didn't pay a lot of attention to, there wasn't much content as far as gameplay. I think there's 1 or 2 from the creators, but I sort of wanted to be surprised. I knew I was going to like it, and even if I didn't, I was pretty sure I liked the miniatures because they would go well with the RPG itself as well. So a little sort of, I suppose these are health, maybe activation, sort of your toxic zones of radiation, and then the wrenches obviously represent something. Not sure yet what. All right. All right, here we go. Rule book. And if we can get it out, Lord Almighty, we're gonna struggle, aren't we? Okay. So far, we got this rule book, and let's see how many pages we have. And I think that's one of the benefits of this game is its small, compact nature. It doesn't look. Oh, look at that solo play. Already caught my eye. Sorry. So you can play this from what it looks like solo. That's gonna be awesome. I certainly like to play my good portion of solo games. Yeah, so let me start from the front. That was rude of me. All right, so introduction, it's telling you what the components are in here. Obviously there's 4 factions. I think there are more obvious in the RPG, but these are sort of the main factions. So the Arc Mutants, the Gene Lab Tribe, the Nova Cult, and then the Mechatron Hive. So these groups, there are these 4 factions were a part of the Kickstarter. So I do have this box, and I have the other box, which I think has. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna grab it real quick. So I also have the robots and psionics, and maybe we'll do a separate unboxing for this. Okay, so all right. Okay, here we go. So I'm just gonna give a quick. Just overview. So, again, talking about the tokens, it gives you an idea of what the tokens are now, and maybe I can speak without being... So, the one I was talking about earlier, so M points tokens mark a player's current number of endpoints used to activate mutations or modules. Okay, so there we go. Damage, artifact tokens, zone, or we got action tokens. Okay, and these are monster tokens. Direction, this is tokens flipped on the battlefield, indicate a random direction. Cool. All right. We talked about measuring. We talked about our characters. And there are attributes. So it takes a lot of, obviously the inspiration is from the RPG. And I think and don't quote me on this, but I think it's sort of a hybrid version of the RPG, sort of on a skirmish level brought, to a miniature game. So, a list of different actions that you can take, game round weapons, I'm just going to flip really sort of through, everything looks, straightforward. Taking hits, the terrain, what the different terrain will do, mutations and modules, what those are, artifacts, zone tokens and zone cards, and even monsters. So again, monsters. Interesting. So campaign play. It can be played as a campaign where the players control the same faction, a series of games. The Robots and Psionics expansion includes 5 scenarios designed to help be played in a campaign, but any Zone Wars battles can be connected into a campaign. In a campaign, some but not all results from one game carry over to the next. You will need to take note of these lasting effects. Oh, cool. So, and I'm sorry, and I meant to mention this in the beginning. So, the designer, this was designed by Andy Chambers, who I think was, if I'm not mistaken, he was one of the creators of Necromunda. So anyone familiar with Necromunda should be familiar with Andy Chambers, and he's worked on a number of other games as well from Games Workshop afterwards. But so that's sort of, I think maybe I'm starting to see some things where with his touch on this, then and the thing with Necromunda was the fact that you could take your gang and take them from game to game, and things that happen in those games would impact how their experience levels, whether they got killed, whether they got injured, whether they leveled up, whether they got they got new gear. That was all part of sort of carrying those characters over from one game to the next. So anyway, so we got thing here talking about custom characters, character conversions. So again, it even says here it takes in the same place universe as Mutant Year Zero role-playing game, and if you like, you can let your characters join the fray on the battlefield. The following rules let you quickly convert a Mutant Year Zero character to Zone Wars. Oh, that's pretty awesome. So you can actually take your RPG character that you've been playing in the RPG and actually bring them to the skirmish level here in this game. So awesome. All right, and then cool. So we start to talk about our scenarios now. So we got one. See, throwdown, block war, street fight, the chase. We got arc defense, and then we get to the back where it says solo play. Awesome, and then our credits in the back are design team, Andy Chambers and Tomas Herenstam, and this is very cool. So, and then it shows you how what the terrain should look like after it's been put together. So I like that. All right, continue going here. Everything is nice and tidy in here, and there's a plastic cover protecting the miniatures. And we'll pop that out. Probably do we do miniatures now? We do them last. I think we do them last. I think that's sort of what. All right, so your dice, 2 sets of dice, and we'll look. I think they're similar. I'm trying to see the differences. We'll have to see what any of the differences between the dice are. So got that. Cards, and these are. Let's see the first pack. And let me come back here. We'll open this up. All right, so we have. Sorry. Okay, here we go. All right. And these look like the characters, some of the base characters here. So We're gonna maybe get a little bit closer. I'm not being a very good host here. All right, Franton. Obviously, he's a little bit mutated where he's got sort of a wings, so bug wings. Anyway, let's go over these their stats here. So it looks like he's pretty decent with ranged weapons. So range 5, a melee of 3. He's got a survival skill of 3 and a health of 4. Even talks about his starting gear. So he starts with a scrap rifle, and then the mutation cards. So obviously we'll be able to go through the mutation cards and what they do. But he has insect wings and then a random physical. So maybe a random physical mutation. So I'll put that over here. We've got Kryn, range 4, melee 4, survival 3, health 4. She starts with a scrap pistol. Mutation card, she's got stone skin. Very cool. All right. And a random physical. All right. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. Huggist. He looks like he would give you a really bruising hug. So he's got range 3. He's definitely your melee guy. So he's got a 5 melee, 2 survival, 5 health. He starts with a chainsaw. Man, okay. I'm liking this guy even more. Okay. Mutation. So he's got crusher and then random physical. I want to know what the random physical is. Someone's probably yelling at me right now, like who knows all about this game. But I apologize. I will know about it soon myself. We've got Danko. He's got a range of 3, melee 3, survival 5. Ooh, I wonder if that's sort of like your endurance, but that's cool. All right, and then 4 health. Starts with scrap pistol and a diving helmet. Love it. Mutation cards, spores, and random physical. All right. Let's go to. Ooh, is this Napta? Napta. If I'm mispronouncing that, I'm sorry. Range 5, melee 3, survival 4, and health of 3. Okay, and I'm trying to. Yeah. Okay. So starting scrap rifle. She or he has a rat eater. Rat eater. Okay, and then random physical. So I don't know. Maybe they eat rats. They power up by rats. Okay, so that's one faction right here, and those. I want to say they're probably I assume are these the Arc Mutants? Oh, sorry. Look at me. I completely look. So I flipped it over, and obviously I think this is sort of it's showing bloodied. So maybe this is like their battered side. And yeah, so they're all double-sided. And my apologies for not showing you that earlier. And you know what? While we're at it, I'm just gonna go pop their miniatures out real quick, and we'll show you them, and then we'll do the others as we do their cards. So let's try and get. Okay, this is really bad lighting, but we can do this a little bit. And sorry, I'm gonna try and adjust the lighting as we're doing this. And then maybe it'll get better. I will. Okay, that's a little bit better. But I'm not using the best camera for this specific to get into like the super close details. So you're just gonna have to take my word here. And these miniatures themselves, I believe, are sort of. I think there's some shading going on here. And I think that was a part of. I think that's meant to like have the details of the miniatures stick out. And this is. He's a cool mini. Don't get me wrong, but I'm okay. So I really want to show you how good this looks. But for plastic miniatures, pretty good quality here. Sort of, like this is not the ones that you have to put together. They're not coming on a sprue. It's pop it out of the the container here and start playing. And let's go back because I've already forgotten names. This is Kryn. She looks pretty cool. Sorry. All right. Worst unboxing ever. Okay. And then we've got Huggist with the chainsaw. I love it. I love this guy. He just looks so cool. Very neat mini. Oh man, I really want to show you like how good this looks. I might have to try and focus the camera later. Or maybe it will fall up and do better. And then this is Danko, which you can see his diver's helmet. Really not sticking out the best, but there we go. Okay. He looks really cool. Alright. Okay, let's move on. Alright, so that's your first faction. Alright, of the Arc Mutants. Alright, next. Let's pull out the next guys, which are the Gene Lab tribe. I'm sorry, and I'm probably mispronouncing that. Yeah, Gene Lab. Alright, so we've got Dux. Dux is pretty cool. He's got range 4, melee 3, survival 4, 4 health. Starts with a crossbow. He has a mutation card for Warning Call, and then Random Feral. So this is all things I'm interested to see what they're actually, all these things mean. So, all right. And then we got Borman. He is the, he looks like, oh, is he a Warthog, it looks like. So he's got range 2, melee. He's your melee guy. So he's melee 5, survival 3, health 5, starts with a club, and then he's got the cards Charger, and then he's got a Random Feral. So, and then we got Pharaoh. This looks like your sniper. Yeah, Pharaoh's got a scrap rifle, and then they're stealthy and they have a Random Feral. He's got a 5 range, 3 melee, 3 survival, 4 health. And Moose. All right, he looks cool too. He's got a 3 range, 4 melee, 3 survival, 5 health. Got another club. He's got antlers as well, and then Random Feral. And then finally, we got Ruben. Ruben's got a range 5. Oh, wow. 5 range, 5 melee. Survival of 2, so maybe squishy. Health of 3. And then he's got a scrap pistol and a hatchet. He sounds brutal. And then he's got his mutation cards are Burrower and Random Feral 1. Alright. And let me show you what the Gene Lab tribe here. No, wrong one. Jeez, bro. Alright, so. Okay, so. This looks like Moose here. Alright, Moose is loose. Alright, no, he's looking cool, man. Yeah. Now, don't want to meet Moose out in the, dark moonlit night. He looked like he'd have his way with you. And then we've got Pharaoh. I love this miniature. Pharaoh looks really cool. You know what I think it was? That the yellow really, I mean, obviously I could do things with the camera, but the yellow just wasn't, with the lighting, it wasn't, they weren't popping as well. I think these guys are popping a little bit more. Very cool. All right. And then this is Mr. Ruben. Yeah, he looks cool. There you go. All right. Yeah, I like him. And this guy, Dux. It's interesting. I think Dux as sort of RPG characters or comic book characters sort of are still, they're still definitely mainstream. Howard the Duck, and I think is it Dragon's Bane? I don't know if it's Dragon's. What is Free League has their sort of old school fantasy game where they have Duck Race that is a part of that. And then our last but not least, this is Borman, and he looks fantastic, man. He looks awesome. He looks cool. I think I don't know. I really like. I think I'd like my. I will probably like to play these guys first, but if I'm gonna play solo, it doesn't matter. I'll play either side. As is. All right, and so finally, last but not least, because I think this is it. We have the dice. We've showed the miniatures. We have the other pack. This looks like the gear and the mutations. So we'll pop this open. We'll see what this looks like, and go from there. And cellophane comes off. All right. So definitely some gear cards here. So revolver, long range bonus +2. Oh, wow. Hunting rifle, which has unlimited range and bonus +3 aim fire. Okay. Oh, flamethrower. Nice. And it has the keywords igniter and area. Dang. Laser pistols. Sweet. Bonus of +3, long range, and then bonus of +3, which I'm not sure if that's to hit or to damage. Laser rifle. Unlimited range, bonus +4, and then aim fire. Spike pack. I'll let you look at them. Sorry, I keep reading everything off. And cooking pot. I love it. Put it in armor. You know, you're wearing the cooking pot. Oh, what is, ubiquitous hockey pads, right? Because you can't have any. You can't be in the apocalypse without having some football pads as armor, right? That's just, it's Rogue Warrior, man. It has influenced everything now. So, gas mask. All right. Road sign. I love it. Yeah, it's a big, Route 40 or whatever it's supposed to be, or Road 40. It's like armor shield here. Alarm clock. Okay. It says single use. Okay. All right. Desk lamp. Wait, wall clock. Okay. All right. We got a vacuum cleaner. It's a melee weapon. Single use. Shopping cart. All right. This is good. Okay. Hockey mask. Man, this is all right. As soon as I'm done with this, I'm reading the rules and I'm gonna break out. I'm gonna start a game here. So, attempt to learn the game here in a night. So, gaffer tape. Yep. Medicine. Oh man, leather jacket. Oh man, some Mad Max. Definitely looks like some Mad Max leather jacket here from his police days. All right. Magnifying glass. We got just a random rubber duck. I'm sorry. You know what? These are artifacts. Have I gone past? I've probably, or did I just? Here, I'm sorry. Let me pick these up real quick. So, okay. So these are all artifacts. Okay. Oh, these are all artifacts. All right. So all these things are artifacts here, and I'm gonna separate. Make sure I don't have any more. I got a few more. Okay. Rubber duck, and then the teddy bear. Okay. And then we're gonna come to. It looks like our mutations, and I'm gonna grab those. We'll go through those real quick. So acid spit, nice. Flame breather, spores, malleable, nice. Okay, contort, nice. Flesh eater, all right. Can't be in the apocalypse without having ghouls or someone that wants to eat someone's flesh. So four-armed, I like it. Frog legs. Yeah, and you know what? Now, as I'm looking at these are sort of like, card for mutation in the actual RPG. So, insect wings, crusher, stone skin, rot eater. Nice. Stealth V. Stealth V. All right. Climber. Sprinter. Burrower. The artwork is great, by the way. I'm sorry, I should have mentioned that earlier. Like, the artwork is superb. It just very flavorful. Killer instincts. When hitting a bloodied model, damage is increased by 1 per mutant point or mutation point spent. Nice. Okay. Charger. Natural armor. Awesome. Oh, there he is. Antlers. There we go. Okay. Flight response. Okay. Oh, man. Warning call. All right. Reduce damage from an incoming attack on another friendly model by 1 per mutation point or mutagen point for any armor it covers. Nice. Okay. Fast reflexes and then venomous bite. Awesome. So those are your mutation cards. Awesome. Put this back. All over the place. All right, and then I think these are probably. All right, so this is this is more starting gear. Here's the actual starting gear. So we have scrap pistol. We got scrap rifle, crossbow, club, hatchet, chainsaw. Look at that diving helmet. armor 2 on the head. There we go. That is an unboxing of everything that comes in Zone Wars, Mutant Year Zero. Tell me what you think. Sorry to have rambled a lot. Like I said earlier, first unboxing. It's going to happen. But this is hopefully a first of many to come. I'll do unboxings. I'll cover board games. I'll cover gaming news. Anything involving, when I say gaming, board games, miniature games, role-playing games, things of that nature. So, but that, I think, is a wrap. So thank you for, all right, stop touching. Thank you for stopping by. My name is David, and this, okay, all right, I was about to, all right, this was a fantastic unboxing of Mutant Year Zero Zone Wars. So, still in love with this cover. It's fantastic. It looks great, beautiful, but that's where I'll leave you. So, thank you for coming by, and I hope you enjoyed this unboxing.